okay, what school supplies do I need to have on hand in order to homeschool my child? What are your favorite homeschool supplies to have? What is a must-have or my kids will fail? These are all basically questions I get all the time about school supplies. And today we are going to talk about some of my favorite school supplies that I think are must-haves or what I would recommend if you're going shopping. I'm Jacqueline. This is homeschoolhangout.xyz, where I, a veteran homeschooler of I think about 17 years now, makes videos in order to help you homeschool with confidence and joy and help get your kids all the way out to adulthood. So let's get into this. First off, this is part of a collaboration of must-have school supplies. And it's being hosted by CJ at Homeschooling Through High School and Stephanie over at Schultz's Sweeties Homeschool. And when you're done with this video, not now. When you're done with this video, look down to the bottom. There will be a playlist full of other people's videos so you can get their opinions too. And let's get into this. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, buy a coffee, all that stuff, and let's get into it. Before I show you anything, I want to start with the fact these are suggestions. And what you have on hand is not necessary to really educate your kids at all. You need most a willing heart to teach and learn and a willingness to look up information. That's it. If you don't have a binder or a certain eraser or anything like that, that doesn't matter. The other thing, and I am saying this to 17 years ago, Jacqueline, you don't have to buy everything on your first day. You don't have to buy everything over the summer. I know that public schools set us up to buy pens and pencils for the whole year. Well, here's the reality, especially if you're new to homeschooling, you don't know exactly how much your students are going to use. So start small. The stores will be there. Amazon is always there for you. CVS, Walgreens, Target, Walmart, the gas stations have school supplies. Do not worry about having everything you're going to need for the year. What will frustrate you is looking at all the money you may or may not have wasted sitting on the shelf not being used. So all that said, let's get into it. Excuse my allergies. I have them today. So there might be some sniffing going on. First off is containing information. So these are the stereotypical school supplies. Let's start with the binder. So I like a binder. I do. You don't have to like a binder. You can go with the basket. You can go with a pile. You can go with anything like that. But I personally like a binder. Now, I'm not saying I gave my kindergartners one of these, but I did keep stuff in them even then. This is my favorite. This is a 5-star flex notebook or binder. They have notebooks too. You'll notice one, there's fabric here. I like that better than the wire-bound notebooks too because I'm always nervous about scratching my tables. What can I say? My mother traumatized me. But that's my favorite part right there. You can sit there, you can write, you can open it up, fold it back. If you have reference materials in here, you're showing your kids. Usually when you buy them, they start with folders in here. So you get that included in the price. They are a little more expensive, I admit it. They even have these where you put stuff at the top and it slides down. And so you can put information sheets, conversions, and they often come with some paper. This is my favorite. This is not everyone's favorite. My 16-year-old likes a traditional hard-sided D-ring, that's her preference, binder. And so you choose what you like, but I really love these, and I do buy one over the summer, but then I watch for when they go on clearance because they are a little more expensive. I think this one started in the $10 range, but normally I don't pay more than about $3.50 for them. They go on sale. So that's the binder. Next up is comp books. These are, to me, a cheap must-have. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, but in the back-to-school sales, you can often pick them up for about $1 a piece. And I always have a couple on hand. Now, I know what I said, don't overbuy. To me, 3 or 4, depending on how many kids you have. I have 4 kids, 4 on hand is plenty. This one specifically is a wide. I love these for subjects. I love these for ideas. I love these for journals. I love these for so many things. So some years my kids use these for their math workbooks. They would take their math workbook because, once again, I had 4 kids. You couldn't write in your Singapore math workbook. You needed to write the problems here and do them. but then they're all together. You don't even have to worry about putting them in a binder. And I love this. Even now, my college kids will come in and go, Mom, do you have a comp book I can use for a project? I love them. You can get them college and you can get them graph. You can even get them when my kids were young and I'd use them for journals. The top half is for coloring and you can get them in primary rule on the bottom. They're great. The cheapest ones, though, when you see them on sale for 10 cents, 25 cents, 35 cents, they're probably going to be the wide. You often can get them different colors, so we would separate the colors by subject or by kid. Just because, yeah, me. I love having a set of index cards on hand at all time. This is one of my many sets because I overbought when I was homeschooling my younger kids. And so I have enough of these to last me forever. Now, these are great for recipes. These are great for flashcards. These are great for coloring. These are great for flip books. Do you remember flip books where you could animate and then flip through and they'd be doing something? They're great for all of that. And you can get them at the Dollar Tree, but I get them on sale usually for pennies. The other thing is you need to be able to capture questions and information on the go. And when I say need, this is really a life lesson for me. I'm now thinking about making my home office or my purse. To me, this is something everyone needs. This is what I keep my prayer notes in, my sermon notes, and my generic on-the-go notes. So this is mine, but you can pick these up. I usually get them on sale in the fall, but this one is Wexford. I think that's the Walgreens brand. But you can get them on sale, and they're little notebooks. They're just little notebooks, and everyone loves a little notebook. This has 80 pages in it. They can write down questions. You can keep it in your purse for everybody. They can put it in their backpacks when they're out with their friends, whatever. Love them. Okay, so that's kind of the papery things. Now we're going to get to the writing type things. You can use whatever pencils you want. My kids like mechanical pencils, but if you get wood pencils, this one's from like West Care. We picked it up at Vintage Days. The thing for me that's the non-negotiable are the erasers. I only use Papermate Pearl erasers in our house. This one is the pink pearl. This one is the white pearl. You get them in like a 3-pack for a couple dollars. I think I usually buy them on sale for $1.99 and I'll buy 1 pack or 2 packs. And that gets me 6 erasers. And they last forever. Now let me explain why. 1, they're phenomenal erasers. Here's what happens, though, if you use cheap erasers. You use a cheap eraser. You say, you got it wrong. Go fix it. They can rip their paper. They can have all that graying where they basically just take the pencil marks and move them all around and then write over it. Come back to you. You guys get frustrated because you cannot read it. Avoid frustration. Avoid paper ripping. Avoid all of it. Just buy some good erasers. If someone has other erasers they love, please let me know. I'm always looking for a good eraser. Okay. So the other thing we like is get something that they can color or create with. My kids are older, and so we don't get crayons very often, but we get a pack of, these are 24 colored pencils. Once again, if you are shopping back to school sales, they are usually cheap as chips. We love them. You can get smaller packs, bigger packs, whatever you want. We all have them. Yes, I may have some better ones also, but these are plenty good. We also get some sort of markers. Now, if your kids are younger, I actually pulled these all out for a book sale I'm having some crafts at. You could actually get, hold on a second, ultra clean washable markers. These are the Office Max brand, I think. Fine line markers, just something. Don't feel like you have to offer them all the choices in the world. Start small, and then as they figure out exactly what they want, get that. And when I say that, I'm not saying you can't tell your kids, no, that's too expensive. But I mean, my kids wouldn't color if they weren't using a good crayon. Rose art was okay, but like the really cheap ones, my kids wouldn't want to color with them. And my kids didn't go through a lot of crayons because my kids didn't really like to color. They liked pens and pencils better. They liked to draw more. Whatever that is. And so I'm not talking about, they want these $40 colored pencils. Ew, gross. I'm talking about just their methods of creation. In that same vein, I love a ruler got to have a ruler. Any kind of ruler will do. I would not give small children, maybe even this one, but I definitely would not give them the wooden ones with the metal edges. We have those. They're great for building things, but I wouldn't give them those unwatched because they're dangerous. But I like having a ruler. We try to have them. These specifically have spots where you can put them in your binders if you want. I don't, but glue sticks. We love a glue stick. You need a glue stick. Don't do what I did and what so many before me have done. Buy too many glue sticks and they go dry before you get to them. Once again, the stores will always be there. You can get more glue sticks. So buy like a pack of glue sticks so you have some on hand and then check them every 3 to 6 months. They do dry out. Now we're going to talk about some of the more boring type stuff, the must-haves for me. I like organization. I love these plastic pencil boxes. I don't just use them for pencils, but you can put all of your scissors, your glues, your pencils all in here. Close it up. I even have an article on Nerd Family that is really old of what I use these for. I've done everything from Army Men to Legos to play sets on the go to games to everything. This one even had a little label of which kid was using it at one point. He's now moved out and is a couple states away. But I love these. They're great for everything. I get them on sale. You can get them for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, but I tend to stock up when the kids were little at Summers. They're great for homeschooling, for not homeschooling. They're just wonderful. They're wonderful. They hold everything. You also will want to get something that you can put everything in and just tuck away. I'm not a big one for the big schoolroom that's always set up. And my kids like to study in lots of different places. So I always had different things. I had a set of drawers at one point. But you can just get something like this. This is just a cubicle drawer. And put everything in it. Put your school books in it. Put your binders in it. Put everything in it and pop it in. I'll link this one. This is part of a set of 12 I got off of Amazon. But it can be anything. It can be different types of bins. I've used so many bins. The only thing you need to be careful of is make sure you support them from the bottom when you're carrying them around. Did I say my pencil sharpener? A good pencil sharpener is a must. This is my most recent one. I have one that I've had for like a decade that I love. But I got this one and I love it so much more because it actually, you can adjust your tip. So if you don't want that super sharp tip with your kids, you can go with a slightly flatter one. I also love this one because I charge it and it can sit off by itself. It doesn't have to sit next to a plug. I also love it because it is adjustable. And what I mean is I can put fatter colored pencils in here. I can put regular pencils in here. It's made to work with colored pencils. It's just so good. And he's easy to dump. And he's so cute. I'll link this below. I got it off of Amazon. I don't think it was very much. I got it sent to me to review. But I would totally have bought that. The other thing for me that is a non-negotiable, and this is the last thing and then I will leave you alone, is a hole punch. This is my hole punch from Swingline. I have used it forever. I do honestly have a much cheaper version, those like $4 ones that you can get, that I've had since I was in grade school, but you couldn't hole punch more than 2 pieces of paper at a time. This one says it can go up to 10. I don't know that it can really do more than that it can do 10. I go about 5, but I love it. Your hands are comfortable. The other one digs into me. And I think this one right now is like $17 on Amazon. It lasts forever. It dumps easy. It's adjustable. So if you find you need to adjust something for a notebook or for like a little binder or planner, you can do that. I love this. I had to get this for my 16-year-old though, because she has been stealing it like 3 times a week for her college notes. So I love it. But all this said, all of these things, these are really just optionals. Did I also have a whiteboard and white pens? Of course, but that's because we're nerds. And my husband and I use them. Did I have a variety of things? Yes. Did I need them? No. These are the things that I love that I think are very much worth your money. But don't let a lack of money stop you. You don't need it. This is just some tools that I find to make life a little easier. If you have any questions or a favorite that I missed, please do me a favor, link it down below. Now, we can get into Dollar Tree calculators for little kids, but that's a whole nother subject. Possibly a whole nother video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.